What's going on? Welcome to Doki Doki Blue Skies part 7. I think we're at like 7-ish. So, we are finally at the point where it is only new content from here, I think. Because, remember in the base game, the day of the festival, when things kind of get bad. And it is precisely on this line where things get bad. So, yeah. I guess we'll find out. On one hand, I'm excited to see new content. On the other hand, man, things turned out badly last time we were here, so fingers crossed that we didn't screw up massively. I don't know, whatever. It's the day of the festival. Preparations for the event should be nearly complete, given all the work everyone's put in over the weekend. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 4 trays in a box. Natsuki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. I smile, putting my phone away. Her personality even shows through her texts. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. It's been a while though. Where's Sayori? We're meant to walk together, but she's late again. I don't want to leave her behind, but if she takes much longer, I'm going to be late for school. More time passes. There's going to be a moment of decision soon if she doesn't arrive. Just as I'm getting ready to leave, I finally spot her, slowly making her way down the street. Well, at least she's out, I guess. Good sign. Carrying a large sack in her hands, I'm surprised she isn't running over to me. Isn't she aware of how late she is? Sayori, where have you been? We could have been late for school. I know, I'm sorry. I, overslept again. Or couldn't decide what to have for breakfast again. Or something else. She immediately pouts. Such a meanie sometimes. You know my teasing is all in good fun, right? She mumbles something under her breath. Of course. It looks like she's back to her normal self again. A definite relief. No, she's not. I feel a little guilty in not spending Sunday with her, but then again, it was probably wise to give her space. Then again, Natsuki also needed help. I point to the sack she's carrying, which contains an assortment of colorful little gift bags. Those gift bags you're working on over the weekend. Yep, I managed to get everything we need. Candy, quotes, bookmarks, blah, blah, blah. That was kind of hard to stop myself from eating the sweets. And did you manage it? People notice the sweet or two goes missing, right? I can't help but laugh. That's such a Sayori thing to do. I'm glad you're feeling better today, Sayori, and I'm sorry if I was a bit too invasive on Friday. I just worry a lot, that's all. It's okay, time out, it really is. It's sweet that you were concerned, but yeah, I'm fine. It was just a little rain cloud. Although I'm kind of nervous for the festival. Honestly, I don't blame you for that. It's kind of nerve-wracking, isn't it? I mean, I know how much it means to Monica, but at the same time, I didn't really realize how intimidating reciting poetry to a bunch of strangers could be. Yeah, I was all for it in the club room, but now that the actual day is here, she looks a little bit nervous. I reach over and give her a squeeze on the shoulder. We'll be fine, don't worry. I know how much you like poetry, plus your poems are great. I just hope my own performance is up to standard. Don't be silly, Tommy Lamau. They'll love your poem. I just know it. I chuckle, admiring the definitive optimism that really makes Sayori, well, Sayori. I guess we'll find out. By the way, are you doing anything at the festival? After the festival? Anything fun? Nope, I haven't done anything to plan. I'm kind of hoping that we finish early so we can have the rest of the day off, to be honest. So what we're really saying is that you just want to go home and sleep. Oh, look how many students there are. How many clubs are having their own little event today? What a tactical change of topic that was. Our school is inside and there's lots of students milling around. It's a little strange to think that there's so many fellow students here around, yet I've still been feeling so lonely. At least before joining the literature club. Alright. This looks new, I think. I don't think this was in the base game. Times like these make me grateful that Sayori told me about the club. What? Times like these make me grateful that Sayori told me about the club in the first place. Little thing there. Alright, whatever. I didn't know, probably quite a few. By the way, what? Where did that come from? I don't know, probably quite a few. That doesn't even make sense. Whatever. By the way, Sayori. What's up, Time Out? I just want to say, well, no matter how this festival goes, I'm really grateful you told me about your club and let me join. I've had a lot of fun so far. I scratch the back of my head nervously as Sayori looks curiously at me. Never been good at expressing myself, and it probably shows. I'm being hella awk. I guess what I'm trying to say is thank you. It's been so fun being able to spend time with you again, too. Really takes me back. You don't have to thank me for anything, silly. I've enjoyed it, too. After all, it'd be lovely if things could go back to how they used to. How they used to? What do you mean? Oh, nothing. Man. Strange choice of words. What could she mean by this? I couldn't imagine what she could mean by that. Man, this is awkward. Or not awkward, but anxiety-inducing? I don't know. Either way, as we enter the courtyard and make our way to our meeting room, she breaks the silence by giggling. Something funny. I decided of a way to steal one of Natsuki's cupcakes without her realizing. Are you sure that's a good idea? Natsuki might be little, but you know better than I do that she can be really fiery. Oh, don't worry about her. She might seem a bit mean on the outside, but she's harmless. Don't let her fool you. Well, I'd rather her than me. Alright, well, she's here. She's not dead. That's a good sign. Time of the Mao, Sayori. It's good to see you guys. You want to come in and give me a hand? Monika's placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that has all the poems we were performing. In the end, I found a random poem online I thought Monika would like, and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. You know, funny enough, another time of not funny enough stories, back in when I was doing creative writing, which I talked about in a previous episode, it was like, again on the poetry section of the class, and we all had, it was actually pretty often we all had to like bring in a poem and like recite it kind of. I don't really know why. How does that help us become better writers? Like if we just read poems that are already made? Whatever. The poem I brought in was Ozymandias, and I just brought it because it sounded cool. And the teacher asked like, so why did you pick this poem in particular? Because a lot of everyone was like, oh, this has a lot of deep meaning to me, and oh, I was like connected with this poem because I went through this or that, and I was like, honestly, it just sounded cool. And so that was that. Everyone liked it though, because everyone just said they liked my voice when I recited it. It was a lot of fun. So that's the one I'll be performing. I don't know which one I'll be performing this, but either way. Hey, do you guys want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I put down the trays of cupcakes I'm holding and grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. They all look really pretty. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. So I guess we're compiling the older poems then. I recognize the girls' poems from the ones they performed during our practice. Just then, Natsuki burst into the room, her school bag swinging wildly. Your Charles and Binder carrying a rolled-up banner in a large duffel bag. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you guys got here before me. I thought I was pretty early. I'm sorry for being the last one here. I'm glad that some preparation is already underway, though. It should take less time to set up everything this way. Let's work hard together. Yeah, sure, why not? Time of the Mao. I jump at the sun outburst. Yeah, what's up? Where are the cupcakes? Don't tell me you forgot them. Is Norman be scared by a tiny underclassmen girl? I mentally shake myself. I really gotta get it together. Relax, they're right here. Just hold on a minute. I step over to where I put down the box of cupcakes and begin unpacking the trays. Don't lay them out so messily. Quite the bunch of friends. If you wouldn't mind, Sarah, can you help me with these? Yuri gestures at her bag, to which Sari nods cheerfully. Help Natsuki with the cupcakes while Yuri and Sayori start putting up decorations. Meanwhile, Monika continues putting down pamphlets. It isn't long before Natsuki has carefully arranged cupcakes in a neat formation. Looks really good, if I say so myself. I'd have to agree. Make a pretty good team. Hey, time out. Next time we do something like this, I can carry some trays too. It's totally fine. And my arms are longer too, after all, so I can carry more. Haha. Still, we're a team, aren't we? I gotta carry my weight too. I'm not some helpless damsel in distress, you know. Or a helpless shoujo manga heroine. Alright, Mr. Cannon. I'm not sure I really implied that she was that, but whatever. As I laugh, I glance over at Sayori and Yuri. They put up a banner with an inspirational quote written on a colorful gradient of the colors of the sky. Like a blue sky, haha. A good writer possesses not only his own spirit, but also the spirit of his friends. And I guess this is gender exclusive. I don't know why not they, but whatever. That's a quote by the German philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. Man, that is a name I've had a lot of trouble pronouncing in the past and still do. He's had some very interesting thoughts, although there are some that I don't quite agree with. Yeah. I think I've heard of him. He's that nihilist dumbass. As usual, Yuri outclassed me with her intellect. It seems that they've also hung up a curtain of origami paper tied to ribbons in the doorway. Upon closer inspection, each paper has a different kanji character written on it. I know one kanji character, or I remember one kanji character. Actually, that's a lie. I remember it's like hon, like in Nihon, and the ni is like that. If I remember to edit this later, I'll put like a kanji of Nihon on the screen. I probably won't, but Google it yourself. And I also know I know cross slash. That's about it. And I'm wearing kanji right now. Well, it looks like you did something similar to Natsuki with your kanji curtain. Is that so? I'll have to take a look what she's done after I finish setting up. She gestures to a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. You said that... I just woke up. It's 3 p.m. but I just woke up, so excuse me. You said that's an essential oils diffuser. Yes, it's for aromatherapy, one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Also a huge scam. Whatever. I'm excited to see how it works later. Looks like all the preparations are almost finished now. I feel like there's something missing though. Suddenly, I notice a large bag sitting forlornly by itself to the side. That's Sayori's, isn't it? So did you forget to set up your part? Did I? I did. What was Sayori doing again? I forgot. He rushes over to the bag, quickly empties it out. It's full of small colorful. Oh yeah, that guy. Shit, tied up with thin ribbons. Don't worry, I'll help you. Haha. I'll help you. Haha. Should there be like a comma there? I don't know. And we start organizing the goodie bags in neat rows on the desk closest to the door. I peek inside one of them as we do so. You can take a bag if you want. Inside the bag, I find candy, stickers, inspirational quotes from poems on some sort of cardstock, and bookmarks. Like, there's a good mix of things in there. I choose only the best candy for the festival, and the best quotes. Best bookmarks as well. You betcha. We laugh as we finish up our tasks. I take a bag, fish out a candy, and pop it in my mouth. Yeah, it really does have good taste. The chocolate and toffee seems to melt on my tongue. I was never really a chocolate guy. I was more like a candy guy. Well, candy is chocolate, and chocolate is candy. But, you know what I mean? Like sweets. Chocolate is sweet. You know what I'm trying to say. Can I have one too, Time? I can't resist those puppy dog eyes. Thanks, you're the best. Well, it's hers. I guess she has every right to. Ooh, man, this is new. I like this, actually. So this is the new background. By the time we finish, it looks like everyone else is done too. The classroom is now darkened and lit up by the ambient lighting of the candles. A delicate floral scent wafts through the air, courtesy of Yuri's essential oils. Sarah and I head towards the other three girls who are huddled near the front of the classroom, murmuring to each other. Is it about time to start yet? Almost. We wrote that we were going. Oh, and even the models are brighter too, or darker too. That's cool. We wrote that we were going to start at 10 a.m. on our posters, and that's in 10 minutes. People are actually going to show up for this? Don't be so negative. Some people have shown up already, and I'm sure that more will file in soon. You guys don't have to be worrying so much. I've got full faith in all of you. I've seen all of your poems. It's amazing watching each and every one of you find and nurture your unique writing styles. She smiles encouragingly at each of us. To her credit, her words are helpful, even though I haven't been part of this club as long as the other three. Even Tommy Lamau. Natsuki. Oh my god, Natsuki being unlikable, part a billion. Jeez. It was just a joke. Jeez, that was some humor would lighten the mood. Sorry, just trying to make sure everyone is in the best frame of mind before we start. It's okay, Monica. We all understand and appreciate that. Yeah, we know how much this club means to you. I want it to be a success just as much as you do. I couldn't have put it better myself. Even though I've only been in the club for a few days, I felt really at home. Truth be told, I used to be kind of lonely. Knowing that I'm including something with people like you guys always makes me feel better. I haven't told anyone how lonely I've been feeling. I'm a little nervous how they'll react. They'll turn to me, varying degrees of emotion on their faces. Natsuki passively looks to the side. While Sayori and Yuri give me expressions of concern. Tom, I had no idea you felt that way. I'm sorry. I really hope we can change that. But I'm so happy you feel welcome here. Blah 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 blah. Feel warm flush of gratitude at their words. Thanks, guys. That means a lot. Also, Monica, I told Sayori this earlier, and I figured you might appreciate hearing this. Well, no matter how the festival goes, I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thanks to you guys, that lonely feeling has disappeared. You've all been so welcoming and accepting, and believe me, I'm really appreciative of that. So even if this event doesn't quite go as planned, just know that I really love it here, and so glad y'all told me about the club. If others don't like what we have here, well, it's their loss, right? Girls not in agreement smile at me. I've had no idea my words would have such an impact, but I'm glad they did in the end. It feels so rewarding to be able to give back to the club for a change. Monica turns to me, yawning. Eyes shining with appreciation. Thank you, Tyler Mao. You're right. Hearing those words from a newcomer really makes me feel I've succeeded in my goals as a president. After all, I want to create a place where people can feel comfortable and share literature. And what you've just said makes me feel like it was all worth it. He faces to turn the others. She turns to face the others, either way. Don't see them as strangers, see them as potential club members. He's definitely got an inspiring way with words. Yeah, good thing, Monica. What's the worst that could possibly happen? Well, I mean, if I had to say one, it's just like a what-if situation. I know it's crazy, but what if, I mean, Sayori could, in theory, kill herself, as could Yuri, except Sayori could hang herself and Yuri could stab herself, and then Natsuki's neck could snap, and then Monica becomes this insane god who imprisons us in a looping thing. Yeah, that's the worst that could happen. If they say anything bad about my cupcakes, I'm gonna kill them. Yuri giggles softly. I won't lie to you, I'm still kind of nervous, but after hearing what you've said, Tyler, I realize there might be other lonely people out there. This could be the perfect place for them. You might even find more manga enthusiasts. That's the spirit. Now, let's go and show the rest of school just what the literature club is made of. As if on cue, a few people wander into the room, curiously looking around the room. Monica confidently walks over and greets them. And so it begins. I'm not sure what it's like in Japan, but fire in general is kind of like a no-go in America. So, the fact that we were able to light these candles is cool. Alright, some people are already helping themselves to cupcakes, and I notice Natsuki keeping an eye on them. Meanwhile, Yuri's nervously looking through a pamphlet. I can see her see her soundlessly mouthing the words to her poem. God, I'm really bad at it today. Now that I think about it, I should be getting some extra practice in as well. Before I can do so, though, Monika heads back towards us with sirens out. Showtime, everyone! Let's do this, guys. Time to get this over with. I can do this. We group up and stand together at the front of the classroom. Monika steps up to the poem and clears her throat, drawing the room's attention to her. Okay, everyone, welcome to the Literature Club's poetry performance. My name is Monika, as some of you may know. Some girls sitting near the front of the classroom with her. And I'm the president of the club. Accompanying me is the vice president, Sayori. Hi, guys. And the rest of our club members, Yuri, Natsuki, and last, but certainly not least, Tommy Lamau. We all wave back at students with varying degrees of enthusiasm. I hope that you'll all enjoy our poetry, and that we'll be able to help contribute to a memorable festival. Literature is amazing in its ability to connect us to the human condition, and we really hope that this event will encourage others to start participating as well. Our club will gladly welcome any new members, from those who love words and writing as well, to anyone who's simply just curious and wants to learn more. After scheduled performances, we'll be opening up the stage for anyone who wants to perform, so don't be shy. What random person is gonna go up there and start reading out poetry that they didn't even have prepared anyways? And now, without further ado, I'll be starting with the poem, The Way They Fly. Sayori, Natsuki, and Yuri have settled down the frontmost desk, saving the seat at the end for Monika. She stands there alone, yet still radiating confidence. Her flashy smile winks as she begins. Each word is crystal clear and exudes emotion. Somehow, her recitation, big word, is even better than it was only a few days ago. She must have practiced hard to achieve perfection. The classroom is silent at first, drinking in her words. After a few moments, however, some whispering starts up in the back of the classroom. I guess that's inevitable. It still doesn't make it any less annoying. I exchange a look when Natsuki rolls her eyes at the disruption. Sayori pats my head and gives me an encouraging smile. She's comforting as always. As Monika's poem progresses, more and more people wander in. Normally this would be a good thing, but they're making a lot of noise. Thankfully, it simmered down once they realize Monika's speaking, but the damage has already been done. We reach the end of her poem, the last few words resonating in the classroom. A round of applause fills the room. Monika beams at everyone, patiently waiting for them to finish. Thank you for listening, everyone. I hope you enjoyed my poem, and that it gave you a flavor of what this club is like. But unfortunately, because I didn't actually say them out loud, it was only described, you have no idea what it's like, so unfortunate. Alright, welcome. Anyways, up next is Natsuki. Take it away. I just stumble slightly as she makes her way to the front of the class. I guess the nerves are really getting to her. Doesn't help that someone sniggers, causing her to glare at them. Sayori seems to notice too, as she hastens to shoot Natsuki a reassuring smile. She stands in the classroom, poem in hand. Anyway, so my poem's called Jump. She takes a deep breath and begins her recital. As I was hoping, she was able to inject her trademark bouncy style into the performance, bring the words to life. She doesn't quite radiate the confidence Monika did, but her unique style shines through, giving the poem a flow and rhythm. While simple, it's effective. My heart sinks as I start picking up on the newcomers having their own conversation in the back of the room. I'm hit with a surge of anger. How could they be so inconsiderate? Clearly, they aren't paying any attention, and from the pause and change in Natsuki's tone, she clearly picked up on that as well. We can't just save their stupid, selfish conversations for after our performances. The poem comes to an end, but unlike with Monika, there's a slight awkward moment of silence. Once again, there's a round of applause. It's clear that the audience engagement isn't quite as strong. Great performance, Natsuki. Really like the rhythm of that poem. She forces a smile, makes her way to the back of the seats. Clearly, she's upset. Anyways, our vice president, Sayori, is next to perform. Hey everyone, hope you like my poem. Heh. She really skips up to the front, poem in hand. She turns to face us, she looks a little nervous, fidgeting slightly. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. It's okay, Sayori, just remember we practiced. I got full faith in you. Yeah, you got this. This one's called My Meadow. She begins her poem. Her soft voice guides us through the recital. So many big words. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice people casually flicking cupcake wrappers on the floor, along with candy wrappers lying on the tables. People are being dicks. Go figure. Worse still, the talking and ladder more noticeable. Monika looks around, the perpetrators frowning at them. One of the students lets out a loud yawn, making absolutely no effort to hide it. Another student picks up one of the quotes and nudges their friend. They both frown and laugh at the message. I get the horrible feelings more the mocking kind of laugh. At this point, I'm seeing red. If it weren't in school, I would punch these inconsiderate pricks by now. Damn, alright. No one should be this rude to Sayori. She's probably the sweetest person I've ever met. Despite the now obvious disruptions, she's still trying her best is making a real effort to continue. To her credit, her performance is still commendable. She managed to work the contrast of her enunciation against the words in her favor. It has an interesting depth to the poem. I'd love to see more of the sides of her. As he brings her performance to a close, hands shaking slightly. Lovely poem, Sayori. Really brought that one to life. Something's off with her voice. It's like how she was on Friday. Mike stands up, turning to address everyone in the room. Just a polite reminder that'd be much appreciated if everyone can give our poet some respect while they're performing. Shut the fuck up. Maka looks sternly when Natsuki looks positively furious. Thank you. Now the stage is all yours, Yuri. Looks terrified at this point. Alright, you've got this, Yuri. It's only me, Sayori, and Monika. I can't do this time, Lila. Yes, you can. I believe in you. As being a passionate you can become when you talk about Portrait of Markov. Did we talk about that earlier? Whatever. I love that. I love seeing that side of you. Besides, like you said, this club could be the perfect place for any of these people. We just don't know it yet. I don't think we actually talked about Portrait of Markov in the Natsuki route. Whatever. She swallows nervously, nodding at my words. Okay, thank you. She rises to her feet, palm clasped firmly to her chest and avoiding eye contact with everyone as she walks up. Her eyes flick up to glance at the classroom when she gets on stage, although she quickly does her head back down to look at her poem on the podium. This poem's titled, After Image of a Crimson Eye. Her voice quivers as she starts, but unlike her recitation a few days ago, the meek and trembling version of Yuri remains well into the poem. She determinedly forges ahead, and I can tell she's not enjoying it in the slightest. The rest of the classroom momentarily subdued by Monika's words soon begin to grow louder again. After a few lines of poem, they were more unruly than before. Being assholes. A few people getting up and leaving, and by a slight hitch in her voice seems that Yuri's seen them as well. Her eyes stay glued to her poem now. It looks like she's trying her hardest to ignore everyone. One boy quietly wolf whistles at Yuri, causing her to jump and lower her head even more, highly shaking like a leaf. This is absolutely disgusting behavior. I open my mouth to say something. Suddenly, Natsuki stands up, a loud screaming noise from her, pushing away the desk and drawing attention to students. Can you all just shut up? I'm really freaking sick of this. How can you guys be so rude? We're trying to do our best to show you something amazing here. You're just gonna stomp all over our hard work like that. Unbelievable. I can't even understand how people can be this arrogant. Ugh, just plain terrible. I don't want to interrupt you, Yuri, but I can't stand anymore. You just might as well leave if you aren't gonna pretend to pay attention. Please silence for a beat. Only came for the food anyway. Let's go, guys. That is an asshole face right there. Look at that guy. Look at it. Ugh. Gross. Once the boy speaks up and begins to lead his friends away, one by one more students start to follow them out the door. Throw a panic look to Monika, who's holding a strange, stiff expression on her face. Looks like she's struggling to stay calm for everyone. There's barely anyone left. Meanwhile, quietly begins speaking again, but her voice is barely audible. Just stifling sounds accompanying her words. When she finishes, a weak smattering of applause sounds from the few who are left. That's unfortunate. Okay. I don't think any of us could have predicted that would turn out this way. Thank you, Yuri. You did wonderfully. I'm sincerely sorry for all the disruptions and sheer arrogance you had to endure. These kind of people really are the worst. Those who are left, I want to thank you all for staying and apologize as well. This is definitely not a normal occurrence for a literature club, I assure you. Well, let's finish off with Time Lamau then. Alright, I haven't actually gone yet. When I get to the poem, I'm pulled by the side of the classroom. Candy and cupcake wrappers are strewn across the floor, and quote cards lay tossed around, with many of the cards now featuring shoe prints over the words. Remnants of goodie bags are left for a part on desk. Even the candy curtain looks tangled up and messy. Only students left are the ones who waved to Monika at the beginning. This is what Yuri had to see when reciting her poem. No wonder she didn't want to look up and face these people. Can I really do this now? How were the others able to finish their poems? I look at the clock, only 10:20. It's really been only 20 minutes. Do a shaky breath, I'm gonna speak. Hi everyone, I'd like to take a second to apologize as well, both to those checking out the club today and to those who are already in it. But despite everything that's happened, I can say that I'm glad I joined since I got to meet so many amazing people. I believe that you guys will love it as much as I did too. Anyways, I hope that you'll enjoy Acquainted with the Night. I start reading and I'm struck once again by the beauty of the poem. The Lonely Acquaintance of the Night. I'm gonna look that up right now. I'm gonna recite it out loud. Who said I'm a bad YouTuber, right? Acquaintance of the Night. Acquainted with the Night. Alright, let's recite this thing. I have been one acquainted with the night. I have walked out in rain and back in rain. I have outwalked the furthest city light. I have looked down the saddest city lane. I have passed by the watchman on his beat and dropped my eyes, unwilling to explain. I have stood still and stopped the sound of feet when far away an interrupted cry came over houses from another street, but not to call me back or say goodbye, and further still at an unearthly height, a luminary clock against the sky proclaimed the time was neither wrong nor right. I have been one acquainted with the night. That's by Robert Frost. As for what it's about, I could not tell you. Okay, so here's just something off Google. Being acquainted means that he was once not doing the right things, but is now changed, no longer with the night. A past inner conflict that made him isolated, and therefore he is disillusioned. Huh, alright. Wonder if that'll actually have meaning in the actual storyline. Like, at one point I did something bad or something like that. I don't know. Either way, I'm glad they actually picked a poem and had us recite it. Or, picked a poem at least. And, you know, a real one. The loneliness and isolation conveyed so accurately I can relate to a lot of those feelings. I won't be as good as the others that reciting, but I can only hope that I'll be able to do the poem justice. Thoughts of doing both the poet and the club proud strengthens my spirit, and I manage to fight through the depressing mood. The quiet of the classroom suits the lines of the poem well, and my recital seems to fly by rather quickly. Excellent performance time out. What a great way to round off the event. I step down from the stage, Monika stands up and addresses the room. Thank you all for coming and staying. I truly do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. That's it for the scheduled recitals, but you guys are free to stay and hang out if you want. His awkward sounds for a few moments, and the remaining students start to stand up. Hey Monika, oh, and you too, sorry. Hey look, it's the new one. It's Nico. Like, let's not beat around the bush. This is Nico from Loveland. I didn't know you were in this club. The girl standing up before us is actually my homeroom's class representative, Shiori. Given that both she and Monika are class reps, they're probably friends. Yeah, I only joined about a week ago, so... I see. Yep. Hey, the way you guys were treated was seriously awful. It's fine, thanks for staying. Either way, sorry about everything, Monica. I'll check out the club sometime. She gives a small commiseratory smile, and I'm torn between wondering whether everyone's pitying us or sympathizing with us. They all start to file the classroom after a few more goodbyes. Monica keeps a strained smile plastered on her face. Meanwhile, Yuri has her head buried in her arms on her desk. In contrast, Natsuki's staring straight ahead, gritting her teeth, and Sari looks down at her desk, peeking at a spot on the varnished wood. Man, that was awkward. Oh, new sprite too, look at that. I say there's tension in the air would be a massive understatement. At the very least, just pick up your trash, people. Like, come on. The sounds in the room made worse by this sense of awkwardness. No one knows what to say. No one expected the festival to end this way, and the impact is hitting us all. So, that could have gone better. Alright, we're going to call it there for an episode. I guess that episode could have gone better. We're leaving off on a fitting note there. Look at that. It's perfect. As soon as I finish this episode, I'm just going to keep recording. So the next episode will probably be on the next, 2 days. I've been uploading these, on a semi-daily basis, basically. So that's good. Alright, so I'm going to take a quick break. I'll keep recording. I'm going to blast the AC for a while because it's so hot. And I don't have central AC. And I don't even know why I'm telling you all this. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Goodbye.